Hello, good day. Today is Friday, the 9th of May, 2025, and it's exactly 13 hours GMT West African time. So, I want to talk about a particular phenomena which should really stop. It's an abnormality and it should really stop. It's actually rampant in Africa, South America, and Southeast Asia. Basically, emerging economies, that's third world countries. You have sitting government officials in presence of mayors, governors, presidents in these third world countries, most especially in Africa. They will build infrastructures like roads, markets, stadiums, railway stations, airports, and the likes, and they will name it after themselves. A typical example is the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium in Uyo, which was built by this current Senate president, by Nigeria's current Senate president, Godswill Akpabio. He built it when he was the governor of Akwa Ibom State with government funds, and he named it after himself. And people around in the states and in Nigeria in general didn't see anything wrong in it. I stand to be corrected anyways, but I feel it's an abnormality. You don't build an infrastructure with government funds while you are still leading that state or that country or that city and name it after yourself. To me, I feel is a total abnormality. It's not your fund, so you don't have to name that infrastructure after yourself. That stadium should be called Uyo International Stadium or named after a predecessor who have done so well. Then you as a successor, you name it after him. Not you. You're not the one to access yourself. I don't know if I'm communicating. I see this thing happen on and on in Nigeria and in other African countries. Like in Kogi State now, there is a particular, I think their state university in Kogi State was actually named after the late Prince Audu Abubakar, who died while contesting for a second term. If you can remember, that man that has Mark, that married a teenager from Egypt. He died when he was trying to, I think, go into elections for second term. He built a state university and named it after himself. What audacity! Prince Abubakar Audu University, that's not your money. It's not your fund. It's a government fund. You don't build an infrastructure and name it after yourself as a sitting governor or as a sitting president. The same thing, this current Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, built a state university in Ebonyi State and named it Dave Umahi University of Sciences. That university was built with Ebonyi State funds. How can you build an infrastructure and name it after yourself as a sitting governor or as a sitting president? You don't see this thing happening in developed countries, like in first world countries, the United States, United Kingdom, Germany, Japan. You don't see these things happening in such places like France. Okay, look at the airports now in New York. It was named after JF Kennedy, posthumously, because he did something. He was a good man. Same thing, the airport in Istanbul, Turkey, was named after Mustafa Ataturk. That's the founding father of Turkey. The founding father of Turkey. That airport was named after him, Ataturk International Airport. Same thing. Even in some third world countries, they do that. Same thing like Muritala Mohammed International Airport. It was named after Muritala Mohammed. It was named after Muritala, after General Muritala by the Obasanjo administration. It was named to honor Muritala. You can see the same thing in Nairobi, Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, named after Jomo Kenyatta, a founding father in Kenya. Same thing in Johannesburg, All Tambo International Airport. It was named after All Tambo. Those are how to do things. You name them, you name infrastructures to immortalize, to honor past leaders. You as a sitting leader will build an infrastructure, be it international airports, be it seaports, be it railway stations, be it stadiums. And you name it after your predecessor who have done well to honor them. Not you building an infrastructure as a sitting leader, as a sitting governor, as a sitting president. You now name it after yourself. Are you the one passing, are you the one scoring yourself? You now build an infrastructure, you name it after yourself with government funds. It's not your personal fund. I feel it's an abnormality. I stand to be corrected anyways, like I said earlier on. But I feel it's an abnormality. It's not done in Western countries. It's only done, you can see this thing only being done in developing economies. And people are ignorant of this fact and they keep quiet. How can Godswill Akpabio build a stadium and call it after, name it after himself? Same thing like Dave Umahi. Same thing like Prince Audu Abubakar. It is very, very wrong. These are abnormalities. It should be stopped. It should be really stopped. I can name plenty infrastructures, many infrastructures in first world countries that were built and named after past leaders to honor them. That's how it should be done. Not people building infrastructures and you name it after yourself as a sitting president. I feel it's greedy, it's greediness. And they are really doing these things because the people they lead are ignorant of this fact. It's an abnormality and should be stopped. Please, if you have been educated by this video, like, share it, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much.